For a while now, I've been trying to perfect my minimalistic, take everywhere, super lightweight, super unobtrusive camera content creation kit for both photo and video work. The one thing I've been missing for this kit is something to put it all in, a good bag. It can't just be a normal camera bag though. I want something a little more casual, a little more fun, and a little smaller. Basically, I want your classic JanSport backpack with a camera section. And I think I finally found that perfect mix between camera bag and normal backpack. So now I can finally tell you about my perfect minimalistic content creation kit, but first, let's head to the airport. Alright, we're at the airport. My first impressions of the Brevite Jumper and the small kit is it's just so much easier to travel with. I'm just having a large bag that takes up more space, that gets in the way, that makes it hard to get through TSA. Having something smaller like the Jumper makes it so much easier. Corey, what do you think of the Jumper?
I think I have to start with number one, it's cute. I love a cute backpack. Number two, the placement of the tripod at the bottom is clutch. You guys know, things get points off when the tripod's on the side, just because I don't enjoy the side placement.
So I'm back from my short weekend trip to Florida. It really was the perfect way to test out this bag as well as this whole minimalistic kit to see what it can really do. So let's talk about what's in my minimalistic content creation kit. As you've seen, this whole kit was taken around in my Brevite Jumper. Now, I really like the layout of this bag. Being able to separate all my photo and video equipment and my, daily carry stuff was really nice. Having the dual layout where you had your gear on the bottom and everything else on the top was super helpful, and it helped me stay organized throughout this trip. In the bottom camera compartment of this Brevite Jumper, I kept my Fujifilm X100V, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and the Insta360 One RS. That was my whole photo and video content creation kit for the whole trip, and it's super light, super small, and super easy to use. So let me walk you through why I chose these cameras and how I use each one in this kit. My main video camera for this trip was the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's super small, it's super lightweight, and it packs a punch. I can use it for vlogging, I can use it for B-roll, and I can use it for talking heads when I need to. This wouldn't be my choice if I was going on a major shoot, but when you're traveling and you're not intending to do any major shooting, it's the perfect little travel take anywhere camera that's super small. This camera really is a little workhorse, and it's perfect if you're not doing anything super professional. But when you need to do something super professional, it's no slouch. I ended up having to do a real estate video for my grandparents who are selling their house on this trip, and this camera worked out perfectly for that. I was super impressed with the video I could get out of this little camera for a more professional shoot. The next camera in this kit, and probably my most used piece of gear from this kit, is the Fujifilm X100V. For this trip, we flew into West Palm Beach, saw my grandparents, and then road tripped up with my brother to Tampa. And this camera was the perfect companion for the whole trip. From capturing photos on the plane, to a mini car shoot with my grandfather's Porsche, to the memories from our road trip, to a little street photography on St. Patrick's Day in Tampa, this camera could really do it all and do it all well. As you know, I really enjoy recipes and film simulations with my X100V. I've got a whole video playlist of some of my favorite recipes that you should check out. On this trip, I was using the Kodachrome Classic recipe, and I really enjoyed using it for this trip. Being able to capture the memories of this trip with better quality than my phone, and being able to send them to my phone without having to edit them so I could share them with my family and friends was great, and it really made using this camera so much better. The X100V is really the perfect size where it's not intrusive when you're hanging out with family and friends. It's not in the way, and it doesn't take up too much space in your bag. So just like the Osmo Pocket 3, I knew the X100V would be great at capturing memories, and I knew if I needed to do a shoot or shoot something a bit more professional, the X100V could handle it, making it the perfect camera for this kit. The last camera in my kit was the Insta360 One RS. This is just a little action camera. I didn't use it a ton, it was probably my least used camera, but if I wanted to shoot a POV video, or if I wanted to put the camera in a weird spot, or if I wanted to do a quick time lapse, this camera was perfect for that. This is an action camera, so I knew if I wanted to take the camera to the beach, or if I wanted to jump in the pool with it, I could get it wet, I could get it dirty, and I could handle it. I didn't do a ton of that on this trip, but it was nice to know for the future if I need to do that on a trip, I can with this Insta360 One RS. Now overall, I don't love the Insta360 One RS. It's not bad, the quality's good, it's just not my favorite. I think if I was getting an action camera now, I would go for the Osmo Action 4, but it's all personal preference. I'm using what I have and it did great for that. But just having an action camera in your kit is a good idea. Other gear that I took with me that aren't cameras is this PGY-Tech CrateMate card reader. It also stores your cards. It can hold SD cards, micro SD cards, and SIM cards. It's great to have all your cards in one place and your reader in one place so you can use it quickly on the go. My computer of choice for this trip was my M1 1TB iPad Pro. I use this for all my photo and video editing when I'm on the go. It fits in the Brevite Jumper with ease. The jumper can hold up to a 16-inch MacBook Pro, but it can be pretty tight with the bigger laptop. I much prefer traveling with the slim iPad, especially when it's powerful enough to do all my editing work I need it for. In the front zip pocket of the jumper, I kept things like cables, my batteries, my chargers, as well as an SSD for any backing up I need. I also kept Advil in there and a couple things like gum and chapstick. This front zip pocket makes for a really good catch-all, and I was really happy this bag had it. That's all for the bottom portion of this bag. There's a Velcro divider that divides the top and bottom. You can fold it up if you want a bigger, larger space, but I personally loved having my camera gear separate from my other gear. So let's talk about what I carried in the top of the bag. And it wasn't much. It can fit a decent amount. In the top of the bag, I carried things like portable chargers, a couple protein bars, and a small jacket or windbreaker. That's about all that could fit in there. You could squeeze a bit more if you needed, but I felt like that was pushing it to its limits. I really feel like the Brevite Jumper pulled this whole minimalistic kit together. For a while, I was looking for that perfect bag that had the good split between camera backpack and normal backpack, and the Brevite Jumper is the best one I've tried by far. That being said, for the price, the Brevite Jumper is a hard sell in my opinion. With the Brevite Jumper being just over $150, you're starting to get into those high-end premium camera bag territory. Not that this bag isn't that, but you can get something like the PGY Tech 1MO that's larger and a little more dedicated for photography for the same price. So this bag's a bit more niche than your other camera bags out there. Here's the thing though, although I feel like the Brevite Jumper is a bit expensive, there's no camera bag quite like it out. You get the simplistic design, easy use features, and classic styling, and you don't have that with any other camera bag out. I'd love to see Brevite do some slight updates to this bag to really justify the price they're asking for. Things like a chest strap, better zippers, and some other small touches would go a long way to justify the cost of this bag. For $100, this bag is a no-brainer and it's great. For $160, $170, it's a bit of a hard sell in my opinion. Now I'd love to hear what's in your minimalistic kit. What camera do you use? What bag do you use? Let me know in the comments below. Everything I talked about in this video will have affiliate links in the description. They don't cost you anything and they help the channel out a ton. For now, go out and shoot some photos. Thanks for watching.